So the Mii Brawler Palutena matchup. He played a Palutena before and made quick work of him, did Bad Things. What are you expecting will be different here?
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not too familiar with how I know how Palutena strings things together, but in terms of this matchup, I am very not familiar with it. We'll probably see a lot of counters come out from Palutena to try to combat just the plethora of options that the Mii Brawler can throw out. And I'll see a lot of aerials coming out from Palutena, but a lot of stage control, ground control coming out from the Mii Brawler.
The box is locked, the lights are on. Welcome to Grand Finals here at Codename Bears 178. Mii Brawler versus Palutena, Jersey versus Philly, the Great Gonzales versus Bad Things. An early advantage, not really decisively made, but Bad Things so reliant on stage control. It's going to be hard to guess exactly where the Great Gonzales recovers to, considering that teleportation option.
Yeah, but he has to be careful with using it below stage, because that will lend the two-frame option. And then just even stalling on the stage will provide Bad Things the opportunity to use that spike of the up B. But right now, both players doing relatively well. We see the Brawler commanding just a little bit more of the on-stage gameplay, but Gonzales was taking control of the mid-aerials a lot easier just because of that nair. And the stock claim off that?
Yeah, what? Apparently.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? It's nothing the Great Gonzales will not take, so.
We absolutely take those, and with that stock claim, we are pretty much even yet again.
Down throw. Yeah, no, he's faced a Palutena or two. I mean, tonight alone has Bad Things. So you got to think in terms of matchup experience, the advantage might be in favor of Bad Things. Just because, I mean, we don't know how many Mii Brawlers the Great Gonzales has faced. How many Mii Brawlers are out there?
The ones I've seen, only one. The guy that's on screen right now.
Indeed. And comboed, I mean, he was DI'd
Oh my
down.
god, that patient stare down from the goddess. A little bit of a reversion of tactics that we saw Bad Things use last round, or last set.
And
Warp up
Bad
high.
Things bringing it back and then some. The up smash will take the second stock off of the Great Gonzales.
Again, yeah, that warp is so tricky. Was he trying to go for that no two-frame option by recovering to ledge, or if he's going to swap it right back? Bad Things able to catch that and have the awareness and the quick response time to get that stock claim. But Gonzales taking control of the stage right after the fact, and a back throw will be able to... Ow! Okay, actually not. That double up B and the regrab afterward reverses the edge guard situation, but he thought he was going to go for ledge, tried to trump. That did get Palu back on, but again, just commanding the right side here. Bad Things doing a great job.
Indeed, and now trying to approach with that neutral air, shielded by the Great Gonzales, went high on shield.
Back air
Tries
pressure.
to go low that time, and eventually the stock will be claimed, but at 70%, he's going to have to make up a lot of damage here, and he'll do so with these aerial combos, mini-boss.
Nair is all you need, and then if it pops him up too high, you just watch out for those up airs. And there goes one right there, putting Bad Things in a very dangerous spot. Able to avoid it that time and reverse, getting combos over his game, but a counter finally comes out. And we'll see if we'll see a lot more of them in terms of this pressure situation. A little locked up on stage, but the meatball coming through for Bad Things to get back on top.
The Great Gonzales early in this game's life cycle, one NEC 19 playing a combination of Simon and Richter, and indeed with Palutena will take game number 1 of this Grand Finals here at Codename Bears.
Yeah, very, very clutch round 1, so expect this next match to go either way yet again.
Yeah, no, that was back and forth, quite frankly, and no guarantee that that it will be quite as easy for the Great Gonzales here. we go to game number 2. I'm not really sure about the excessive amount of platforms, how that's going to play out for Bad Things, but we know that the Great Gonzales doesn't mind them one bit.
Actually, yeah, I think both of these characters actually, maybe Palu a little bit more, but both of these do like reset platforms because they can get a lot of strings off their tilts and their short op aerials, but then they can full op and reset on those platforms and just carry it off even more. Counter again finally come up. Gonzales actually using that pretty sparsely, and I really like that tactic. He knows that Mii Brawler is a very rushdown character, but he doesn't want to throw that out every time, because then Bad Things will be aware of it.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of like Mariano Rivera with his splitter. If you know, excuse me, with his slider, you know that he's going to throw it, but you don't want to just throw it every single pitch because that's an out pitch.
Right.
That could very well be Gonzales' ace in the hole. So he's going to want to use that as sparsely as he can. However, he will lean on those up airs all day, any day, because frankly, what can you do about it?
You can't. No, you can't. There's just an ever-existing hitbox above the goddess's head when you throw that out. But to the sides is a different story. Again, those jabs proven so clutch for Bad Things. And these little short interactions with these short hops and aerials. A little bit of a warp away, and he's able to get that command grab after so long of a distance to reach around for it. Explosive Flame on platform is another thing we haven't seen yet either, and another thing we have to consider.
Yeah. That shot put, I mean, I think he's been caught by that one too many times for his liking. I mean, once is one too many times for his liking.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. That was brutal, and that back air, not quite going to kill yet at 138. But Bad Things putting in some good work, and that up smash is as good as it gets.
That up the footstool, I could say was okay. Wow, that smash deck actually just whiffed entirely. Thanks, Z-Axis. I'm gonna mark that up to Z-Axis missing. But that footstool up smash, footstool was probably not expected, but very nice job from Bad Things, recognizing that he got that and was able to confirm off of it. And even after that, just commanding Palutena. Only getting maybe 30 damage put on himself, but on the other side, already racked up 92, and even more so after this grab. Almost lapping in terms of percent, and can we get... No Trump in store there. Back throw will provide one stock situation for both players.
Now, if this matchup is going to be won by the Great Gonzales, it's going to be won in the air. It could very well be lost in the air as well. Looking for that back air, trying to get him into a disadvantageous state. However, Guy Fieri responding with a back air of his own. And that throw is not quite going to kill at 173 from ledge. That Flavortown forward air.
That slow animation, the Flavortown backhand, as Avocado put it off mic.
Oh
but
my!
Resides on the back air instead after both those throw attempts whiffed. Or did not provide that.
A little bit of ghost pepper in that back air.
Man, I love me some hot food, but yeah, don't play around with no ghost pepper.
No, seriously, get a glass of milk after that one, folks. It is tied up at 1, and it's only going to get the heat's only going to get turned up from here, Mini Boss.
Oh boy.
So now as we approach this game number 3, Battlefield was not necessarily successful for the Great Gonzales, but there are a lot of things that he did well, things upon which I feel like he could have capitalized on further, simply was not able to. What do you expect the game plan to be as we hit the Pokemon Stadium for game 3?
I think he's expecting to have a little bit more of the same in terms of the platforms, but he didn't want to wholly rely on them, so he has that little bit of a gap in Pokemon Stadium to have the Mii Brawler fall down in that gap and provide a lot more pressure with those up airs. He was relying on the Nair a little bit more than the up airs, just because he had to chase onto the platform to make it effectively. But the gap in between might make that up air a lot more effective now. Yeah, see, in that gap, he was throwing out up air instead of Nair to continue the chain or at least pop him up.
And you can sort of see the semblance of he's going to use a little bit more of that get-back play at the beginning. But then, I mean, Bad Things just disregarded that entirely. and approached anyway.
Right.
Unbelievable stuff, and he plays so fearlessly. Does bad things.
Yeah, when you're a Mii Brawler, you kind of have to, but right now, Gonzales going out wild with those up airs, trying to get the early stock claim. And a very raw charge will not lead to anything, will not even lead to the smash stack afterward.
Oh. Yeah, no, he's going for these raw smashes. The Great Gonzales, he might be a little flustered here.
Trying to chance it with a smash, yeah, especially from mid-stage, I don't think, at these percentages now it might, but the ones before were a little bit of a radical option.
Yeah, I mean, it works here. Oh! Reflection! The Great Gonzales, cheeky as always.
Send that meatball back to the kitchen.
Absolutely. This was raw in the middle. Get this out of my face.
But quick response, though, from Bad Things. Not letting that get him down. You know, that was a wild moment, but he's keeping his head on his shoulders. And actually taking control. Ooh, just snaking back with that the teleport up B. But commanding the stage right afterward. A little bit of back and forth. Both of these players not letting that shocking moment get to them.
So far, to spot dodge.
Another string of up airs, trying to fall in with Nair, finally gets through with it. Throwing out the little bit of a shot put, thinking that he was safe, and then threw out the up B. Again, we didn't see too much of the wild up Bs on ledge from Bad Things. Do you think he might be able to, or might be thinking to throw that option out there?
Back air. Going to give himself just a little bit of command of the stage. Well, the Great Gonzales, he reads the roll get up in the back throw, not quite going to kill yet. That certainly will, the explosive flame. Both of those kills coming from range, and the Great Gonzales is one stock away. However, so is Bad Things from taking control of this set 2-1.
Yeah, another raw up smash coming in, but the string of Nairs going into the fair, not going to get that the sweet spot. And that'll lead Bad Things a little more breathing room on stage. But again, just the pressure coming in from Gonzales and these aerial strings already at 91. And Bad Things is just fumbling a little bit. And fumble no more as we have another stock round claim. And round claim for Great Gonzales.
Indeed, so round 3 going firmly in the favor of the New Jersey stalwart, the Great Gonzales. And that Palutena looking as invincible as anything in that last stock. Bad Things up against the ropes here as we go to Kalos for game number 4. And you got to wonder, is there going to be a character change here? No, he's going to stick with Mii Brawler.
Yeah, these platforms provided a lot of coverage in his last set. And I believe he won that last set on this stage. So
I believe you are right. I could be mistaken, however.
That shot putting shield damage on. But yeah, going back to that up B might be able to spike the opponent but keep himself safe, not even going to the ledge snap. But again, just sparse as though the platforms may be, he's finding strings off him and already putting Palutena up past 100.
And Bad Things, he's not looking for anything particularly spectacular here. Just looking for some standard meat and potato stocks, as the Great Gonzales didn't necessarily do anything spectacular on that last stock. It was just a whole lot of nairs, and that's what you do as Palutena, is you neutral air. And if you have no answer to that, frankly, that's your problem. That back air going to kill for the first stock. Great Gonzales is away from a tournament victory, by the way, but that's what you have to account for if you are playing. If you're playing Palutena, and Bad Things just had no answer for it.
I mean, yeah, like you said, what can you do? Even with the wildness of that counter, she has so many things in her toolkit. And another back air, this time coming out from Bad Things, able to claim. But yeah, she has so many aerial options that once she pops you up there, you're either going to eat a long time, you're going to eat things for a very long time, or you're going to try to air dodge and she'll catch it, or you'll try to hop away and she'll catch it. She just takes command of the skies, as she should, as the goddess and the bestower of wings to Pit.
Yeah, exactly. No, it makes sense to me.
Good job, Sakurai. Staying true to the character mythos there.
Exactly. Just as apparently Guy Fieri is the best fist fighter in the world. Oh my!
I can believe it.
Yeah, arms too short to box with God. However,
yeah,
this is the tournament stock if he's not careful.
Wow, actually the Nair kind of gimped out that first up B, and Bad Things with the awareness to throw out the reverse up B. That was a great job from him. And again, that patient stare down, realizing, hey, I'm not going to go in when you're throwing in options. We're just sitting in shield. But we're seeing Bad Things fumble a little bit. Finally gets a grab and edge guard situation. But the meatball is going to be stopped by that platform. Maybe something he didn't expect when picking this stage. Good flip away, but great catch from Gonzales. Catching the flip, up B, not going to claim, but this will provide an edge guard situation. Another back air claim, and a couple more interactions from Bad Things, and he'll be right back into this.
Yeah, however, he's going to have to work pretty hard for those, and if Great Gonzales keeps spot dodging these grabs, he's not going to have much of a chance to do anything at all. He makes it back to the ledge, but for how long will he stay there? He's pressing a lot of buttons, Mini Boss.
Explosive Flame made him air dodge into it, but he does get back. And again, a couple strings. He needs a lockdown on stage. He can't be tossing Palutena up into the air, because if you give her enough frames, she can just throw out a counter and stop your rush down.
Forward throw, trying to get whatever advantage he possibly can. He's sitting at 141%, Mini Boss. This is looking insurmountable. However, he has him an advantage.
He's just gaining power right now. He's keeping Gonzales in shield. Pressure's on. Throwing out those bears just left Gonzales guessing, okay, he's going to choose another option, but what will that be?
Looking for that go-away bear.
Oh, my God. He brought this back.
Oh my, nice!
Whoa!
And the Great Gonzales is going to take it 3-1 after a valiant effort from Bad Things. But the Great Gonzales will take the Codename Bears 178 title back across the bridge to New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. I mean, again, those up smashes, they came out so sparsely that you had to expect Bad Things to use them in those clutch moments. And it was just, I don't know, probably the width of Palutena's hair right now as it's flapping in the wind. But the hitboxes just weren't with him in that. He used it so sparsely, so efficiently, so well. But it's a game of inches when it comes to these hitboxes. And Palutena has extensions just so many times on Mii Brawler that I hate to see that happen. You really do.